Hey, that's us. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. We're starting off chapter 4 of All Fear the Ishtar. We're playing Rebels. Oh no. Ashley's in the chat. I have to behave now. Hello, dear friends. How are you all doing this wonderful day? No, usually that gets her to yell at me from the other room.
Imposter.
Imposter! Yeah, we're playing. Oh God, the pod people. Yeah, with. Oh, I don't remember that guy's name. I know
Tom Baker.
What's that?
I think one of them was Tom Baker at some point.
No.
That's the one I remember.
God, Ashley knows this. The Sutherland.
Is it Donald?
Donald Sutherland. Yeah. At the end of the movie when he does that, it's just the goofiest thing, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We're on a new ship. We are a good number of years in the past compared to the previous campaign. And let's meet some characters because we've got a new crew as well. Jeff, why don't you start us off?
What?
Yeah.
You say something to me?
Yeah. I need you to introduce yourself.
Oh my God. I'm Liv. I'm a kid, I guess. That's what they call me. It's really insulting, actually, very condescending. My brother, Connor, he serves on the ship. He's the only one I like. Is that good?
That's
that
perfect.
Enough? Thanks. Okay. Leave me alone.
Okay. Let's move on to the sibling then. John, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm Connor. Thanks, Liv. You're all good.
What?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just
okay.
Put your shit back on. All right. Yeah, I'm Connor. Mom and Dad died when we was real young. I look after her. You touch her, I break things on you. I'm good at it. I just keep the ship flying. I don't fly it, but I'll keep the ship flying. And you just do what you can.
There you go. So I would.
Fuck the corp.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw this and I saw the close combat stats for the two siblings. And I feel really bad for whoever the two of you decide to get into a fist fight with.
What?
You're tough as shit.
I know.
Okay. All right, Dan, what do you got, man?
Everybody, Dan, and I'm basically just playing Phil, the medic, who keeps the people in, hopefully, maybe.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Bert, what do you got? Besides a mute button.
That would help.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Dean Remington. They got me down as the pilot, but really, I self-identify as the driver. Don't touch my baby.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then finally, Jeremy, what do we got, man?
I'm Roy Fowler. Marshal, or once was, retired now. Retired's a nice way of saying it. They made me turn in my badge when I shot the wrong man. Of course, there's some dispute over whether it was the wrong man or not. And corporations got all sorts of loopholes. It just ain't fair to folks. And, you can't find a body. You can't charge a man with murder. So I stayed free. But I guess these folks are kind of like my new family now. I'm going to try and keep things calm. And if I can't, then I'll just shoot whoever does them wrong.
Oh, very good. So we're going to start. You've all come out of cryo. You're meeting up in your little conference room there on your ship. The Bellerophon. That's what I get for picking words I don't know how to pronounce. Jeff's just like, I know how to say it, but I'm not telling you. That's fine.
Bellerophon.
What? Bellerophon. That's what I said.
Bellerophon.
That's exactly what I said, right?
Banana phone.
Banana phone.
Banana phone.
You all wake up on your
I
ship.
think that's in Phil's backpack.
The banana phone. And meet up in the conference room because you got a job to do. You find yourself outside of the Kruger 60 system. Now, bonus points to anyone who's ran any of the alien pre-made scenarios, if you can name what scenario this system came out of. But once again, this is in the past. Don't worry about what happened there. So, and as you're there, the little view screen fires up. There's my notes. And your handler, your main contact with the rebellion, the one who hands you all your jobs, Cole Chadman, pops up on the screen. I'm glad you like that, Jeff. I really do.
Chad, man.
Yeah, Cole Chadman.
You know, well, I mean, there's
I don't want to have to
and so
pay
forth.
Chad Coleman royalty fees, so I went with Cole Chadman.
Totally fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's legally distinct Chad Coleman. Anyway, he pops up on the screen. Oh no, Ashley noticed. And his very calm, kind of deep, almost raspy voice. Good to see you all made the trip. You got work to do. You're heading down to Kruger 60. You're going to meet a contact down there. His name is Boto. B-O-T-O. Now, you're going to meet him in a little bar down there that I totally have not forgotten the name of. Because it's the Oblivion Bar, which I remembered the entire time. You're going to meet him there. And he's going to take you to a middleman you're going to do an exchange with. In the cargo hold, there is a suitcase. You're going to take that suitcase with you. And you're going to swap it off with the person that Boto introduces you to. Now, try not to open the suitcase. You don't really need to know what's inside of it, but more importantly, don't get caught by any law with it on you. So, watch yourself while you're down there. It's a hotbed right now. There's a heavy military presence on it. And yeah, meet up with Boto. Take the case to his contact. Do the exchange. Bring back what you get. So you know this is going to be, you're going to be picking up hopefully a data disk loaded with military navigational information on patrols they do on corporate trade routes. Any questions on this? It's nice and easy. Head to Oblivion Bar. Meet Boto. Follow his direction. Make the exchange. Get out of there.
I got one question.
Yeah.
Who you shitting? There's no such thing as a milk run, and we both know it.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen milk in forever.
I try not to start my briefings with, you're all going to end up at a fucking hotbed of military and protester clashing. Bullets are going to be flying. And that's not even talking about the regular criminal element that lives down there on the colony.
That's more like it. See, you got to start off with a straight dope. All it does is tell me how much alcohol I've got to take before I go in.
You're the driver, right?
Damn straight.
I would hope
Fuck
it's
me.
none.
Hey,
I drive
Dean, I just
better
want to
when I-
remind you, I'm all up in your lady's guts. Just saying.
Which one?
Is that a supernatural
one.
reference? Oh, because it's a
What?
ship. Okay.
Yeah, we all are, in fact.
It still sounds really rude when you say it, though. Like somebody could take that sort of thing and just kind of get ruffled the wrong way, you know?
Yeah. It's amazing how that could possibly happen.
Where did we go wrong? We just started.
Why?
Anyway,
Kids these days.
If there's nothing else, you got your job. Like I said, don't get caught with that case I'm sending you down there with.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm out.
I
And the
Right,
screen
everybody.
clicks off.
I never heard the words, "Don't open the case." Did you?
I did.
He
I don't
actually
wanna
did
get
make
in
it pretty clear that he preferred we not.
mean, like, prefer is one thing, but don't is another.
I think he was pretty clear.
Yeah. Now, despite Connor having some like ill-phrased comments, he's got a pretty mature head on his shoulders. I think he understands the way to go about it. You know, I got a question for you. I saw that fine piece you made for your sister there, the no means no stick. That was some nice work. Now I've been wondering if we're gonna go into a situation wherein there are lots of law folk and whatnot.
Mhm.
I know how to carry myself in the right way, but I don't got the badge no more. You think you could manufacture something that might pass, at least at a glance?
Yeah. Give me a little bit. I can whip something up.
You're the best. I like you. I mean,
Okay.
you're the best too, Liv. You too. You too.
What?
Your brother's awesome. So are you.
Okay.
You ever thought about making him some New Year's?
Yeah. It's better that way.
Another pair, like 3. I could put some more on.
I don't
them.
think Liv's got bad ears. She's got the big headphones on. What is Liv listening to?
Music.
Ask dumb
You wouldn't-
questions. Yeah, okay.
One of these days, I'm going to replace those headphones with the headphones with little cat ears on them. It's gonna be great.
I think your wife has some of those, doesn't she?
Yes.
All right. So what's going on?
I'll head down to the machine shop on the ship and try to make up a rudimentary sheriff's badge.
Sure. Give me a heavy machinery test. Yeah, not a problem. It's passing too.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, that's
There
pretty
you
good.
go, Sheriff.
Thank you, Connor. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, try and keep you from getting shot, and we'll have a good time with this.
Appreciate it.
So, you're currently entering orbit around Kruger 60. It's still on the autopilot. Dean, taking this thing down to land, there's all sorts of telemetry data being blasted at the ship, available landing pads, this, that, these, and those. At the edge of the colony, there is a rather large spaceport. But the other thing that you see is there is a tether going from the surface up to a station in orbit around it. They got some kind of space elevator or something like that going to this station up above. But your destination from the coordinates you picked up are landing at the spaceport on the colony on the surface of this moon. And if anyone checks, just as Cole pointed out, you find a cargo crate in the back. It is well lined with padding and whatnot, and you find this big black suitcase. It's large, cumbersome, and it's got some weight to it too. You know, carrying this around won't be a big deal if you're trying to do, something rather athletic or, requiring dexterity. Carrying this thing might cause some trouble. But this big black case. It's got a little digital keypad on it. And there's a little plastic tag kind of through the handle with the PIN code to unlock the case.
That's rather easy, at least.
You want me to carry that?
Cut the chase, Chuck. What do I got to drive?
Well, okay. I've got something. Just give me just a moment. And setting in the hangar is your baby.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Gotta be
go over
uncomfortable for all of us to
every
fit
inch
in
of
that.
it to make sure there's no new scratches.
There, in fact, is not.
No, this all checks out.
But you got to land the ship first before you can drive this thing out of the hangar.
Do I?
I mean, if you want to do it the other direction, you are welcome to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it worked in the Fast and the Furious 3722. So
mhm.
It did. It did.
I'm telling you, Dean, I haven't gotten around to installing the parachutes yet. I'm working on it. Just got to get the compression in the cylinder right. Don't want it to implode into your vehicle. We'll do it, though. We'll do
You
it.
got to get the streamlining too. I don't want my baby to get a big back end.
Nothing wrong with a big booty.
I'm
sensitive.
afraid I gotta
Watch.
agree with Connor on that one.
All right. Well, some voice in the air says I've got to land this ship. So
We sure hope you do.
Okay.
Be a shame
I
for
hope
this
you
campaign
don't.
to end on the first roll.
So,
What?
yeah, let's see if it ends tonight. Dean, go ahead and give me your
Yes.
piloting test.
it might.
I would
piloting.
like
Oops,
to. Nope, 2 successes. You're good. There is still the bits folder, and you all still have, from last chapter, 5 points of stress removal and 4 rerolls in the bank. Of course, if the audience ever wants to buy you more, we will keep track of that.
So, Chuck, I wasn't sure how to put things in the foot locker so that it doesn't show up in my inventory as weight.
You got to right click on it. It's real weird.
Okay. So basically putting everything in the trunk of the
Sure,
car,
that's fine.
keeping some select narcotics on myself.
Yeah. Yeah, so you hop up in the pilot's chair of the banana phone. You phone in your call to, the Port Authority. They give you which way you need to go and which bay you need to land at, or, which landing pad you need to set down at. And it's not a problem. As you're coming down, you can see this is a fairly busy port. Different ships coming and going. You can see there's a couple of checkpoints to not only get on to this spaceport, but to leave it as well. And way down at the south, you'll see the spaceport. Oh, come on. I swear. I don't know what changed, but
I've been here.
doesn't. What's that?
I've been here.
Yeah, you have.
It's a really dangerous place.
It is very dangerous.
Wait a minute.
I know where we
Jeremy's been here
too.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Nothing
Memories
bad
of
has
Hammer
ever
Time.
happened
It
here.
didn't end well for the players.
No, it didn't.
That never happens. They just all took a nap at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, for me it ended because somebody decided to blow up all the munitions with the grenade, with everyone standing in the munitions building.
You do what you gotta do.
I cannonballed into a bunch of aliens with a bunch of munitions strapped on me because I was infected.
Nice.
Good
Very
old
nice.
pickle Jewski.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
times.
News.
Chuck played Chaplin, and he was doing it for like a little
God.
bit.
I would have
For a little
loved
bit.
to see that.
It was very funny.
Hammer
So
taught me how much I love AW soldiers.
We know.
yeah, you set it down. Throw up in the loading bay on the ship, and you're free to drive your car out. Muted still.
Put on the sunshades first.
There you go. Okay.
That's important.
Yeah, you gotta have the shades on. So yeah,
Mhm.
you I presume throw the suitcase in the trunk.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can see the way off the base for vehicles. There is this long line, maybe 15, 20 vehicles, varying sizes from moving box, trucks to, skid loaders, like all sorts. What are we talking? Landing in the Top Gun? Oh, I've never landed in Top Gun on the NES.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was like, I don't know that I ever did either.
Yeah.
The landing is a lie.
Yeah.
It is. It's like rerolls.
Yeah. So,
It'll still be bad.
yeah, you can see the line to get off the base.
Let's go.
Fake it till we
Hey,
make it.
before we go,
Yeah.
so I've got a scanner. Can I just run it over the our cargo just to make sure it's not giving off anything that might be detected?
Yeah. What is your scanner? What kind of things does your scanner scan?
That is a good question, Chuck.
Question.
Seegson system
Darkly.
diagnostic device. Or...
I think mainly, let's see, that Seegson system diagnostic device.
Troubleshoot computer and
troubleshooting.
mechanical systems. Okay, yeah. So it's not really a scanner anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Never.
you've got the pin code. If you're that curious, you can open the case up.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I just want to make sure it's not going to immediately alert someone. It's like, why are you carrying radioactive wares into our base?
Yeah.
That's why it's got a big heavy case.
So, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You'll pile into the car.
Yep.
Get in line. You're there 40, 50 minutes, and you're watching as the, military personnel. Each car, someone's going up to a window. They're doing passes around it with it, mirrors underneath. They're really grilling the person that's in the driver's seat. Every now and then they pull a car off to the side, give them another, pull out the people, do a more thorough search. Eventually sticking them back in and putting them in line to go through. Slowly creeping forward. You're next. Finally, it comes up. Couple officers. You can see them going around. Little mirrors on sticks, sweeping underneath, looking in the wheel wells as a, full get up, like full kit, prepared for combat. It's got his rifle slung. Welcome to the colony. Why are you here? What's your business? How long are you staying? He's saying
Ain't gonna
that
be
to you
here for
there,
long.
Dean. But anyone can answer, so yeah.
We got ourselves about a day trip. These are my grandkids. I'm sure you're aware of some of the malcontents that have been here. Their parents passed away. Come to pay respects, pick up some things, and leave. We don't want to cause you any trouble. We'll try and be in and out as quick as we can. We appreciate your service.
You know what? Let's do a roll on this, man. Let's do a manipulate.
Fortunately, I have a voice of authority
Yeah?
as a marshal, and I'll use my command skill instead.
Sure.
Where are you at, command?
Doing good. Okay. He kind of looks at the car, kind of looks at you, Dean. This ain't a bad ride. Make sure you
my
don't park it in
specialty.
any shady parts of town. They'll strip this thing out quicker than you'd think was possible.
Noted.
And he
Thank
waves
you,
you all
officer.
through. Yeah. So yeah, now nav pops up on the dash. There's a handful of things that ping up. Lots of commercial stuff like, here's a hotel, restaurant, club, this, that, these, those. But you can very easily plug in directions to the Oblivion Bar.
Let me guess, firmly in that not so nice part of town that we were just warned about.
Yeah, spot on.
Well, seeing as I'm trying to look the part, and somebody the people in that bar probably don't want in that bar, maybe I can sit out here, keep any folks away from it. I've never messed with your ride before, and you know that.
I trust you, Roy.
I'll try and earn that trust and maintain it. If they
Don't
just
trust
try
me
and
when you
strip
need
it,
to.
I'll try and talk them down. And if I can't, I'll shoot them.
Yeah, you're all driving across town, taking kind of like the main highway, turn off on your little route here and there. It is very kind of utilitarian, industrial, big square permacrete style buildings. No houses, right? It's all big apartment complexes here and there. Different businesses, founders. You can see way off in the distance the what must be a refinery or something like that. Big silos billowing smoke. Those of you who have some familiarity with this, being, the rebels that you are, that this is definitely one of the hot spots. You've got the Weyland-Yutani Corp just driving the workforce here to the bone, just unrelenting. And the thing that really makes it rough is the fact that there is such a large military presence with Fort Nebraska, where not only do you have the normal tension, but then you also have the military presence who has been willing to step in as peacekeepers with preferential treatment to wealthy corporate donors. But you're cruising through this town, cutting through streets. They're terrible shape. You see stripped out cars along the side of the roads. You see, people begging, sitting there. Not a good place. But eventually you do come across. It's unlike all the other just flat slate gray buildings. This bar, big neon lights, Oblivion. Outside of it's just painted Technicolor. You can see it's got some of that like reflective light, whatever direction you look at it, the color shifts some. There's actually valet parking out front. And you can see it all lines up. They're parking the cars in this reinforced building, and you can see they got some armed guards standing outside the front of the parking building. How do y'all want to handle this?
I go right. Talk to a guy. Thing.
So, Dean, are you finding a place to park and just letting Roy keep a watch on your car? Yeah.
Can I do is it possible to do a round around the building real quick?
Sure. Yeah. You can loop around the
Before
block.
settle in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a good look to see like where the exits are, if there's any folks hanging around that look shady.
Yeah. That's not a problem.
Find a good parking spot.
Find a good parking spot.
Go and give me an observation test. Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, you look out the thing, or you find the things you're looking for. You see there's a couple exits on the back of the building. And you can actually see down a kind of narrow alley. It looks like there's a small parking lot kind of tucked in right behind the building, probably employee parking or something along those lines.
Is there any sign saying you can't park there?
Yes. Well, you're presuming there was, but you can see that it has been heavily graffitied over.
That's what we call plausible deniability.
Sure. Okay.
That's like free parking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pull on in, find yourself a nice parking spot. You'll have to walk around to get to the front entrance, but one of the back doors of the Oblivion bar opens up right onto this parking lot. So what do y'all do?
Maybe less conspicuous going in through the back door.
Sure. Perhaps do we assume we have comms of some sort between us?
Yeah.
Roy, do you think you need backup since you're going to be here with the gear?
I mean, I think I'll be all right. If something does present itself to be trouble, I'll call in. I'll give you the banana phone signal.
Nice.
Liv, do you want to go in the bar or do you want to stay here with Roy?
Where are you going?
I was gonna go in the bar. I gotta, lug the thing around.
Old man, do you want me to stay?
Up to you. They got music in there. I don't know if it's the type you like though.
And so she just puts her headphones back on and leans back in like the back seat of the car.
Sure.
Not
Decent.
listening to the rest of the sentence.
We'll bring her some peanuts. She needs protein.
I was actually just about to say I'll open up a little snack bag and hold it back to the back seat for a second, let her get a handful.
She
Very
reaches out and
worth it.
takes the whole thing.
Get that big smile. The mustache kind of wrinkles up a little bit. Some crow's feet wrinkle.
Oh, it's fantastic. All right. So Roy and Liv are hanging out in the car. Dean, Phil, and Connor. You all hop out.
Mhm.
Are you heading in through the back door, or are you going to cut around to the front of it and go in through the front door?
Let's go through the back door.
Sure.
As long as the back door doesn't say "Don't come in."
Yeah, as long as it doesn't say employee. Well, unless it says something like employees only or whatever.
It does, in fact, say employees only on it. But you can see that there is there's a brick or a stick or something setting down in the frame of
Keeping
it,
it open.
propping that door open just a little bit.
Slide on in.
Yeah. You open it up. Busy kitchen. People are hustling and bustling. No one really is taking any notice of you. You can see that there is a very obvious scent, working the kind of like the call out spot in this kitchen, processing orders, calling things, checking things. And as you're all kind of moving in and walking through, it stops and locks eyes.
I don't even wait for it to speak. I just say, "Which way is the bathroom?" I got confused.
Sir, the restroom is through those doors. This is an employee-only area. Please leave immediately for your own safety.
Are you hiring?
Do you have cooking skills?
No.
How are you with dishwashing?
If I have to.
Can you dance?
Yes.
Please leave your resume before you exit the establishment.
Check for
Right.
my sunglasses.
Well, I'm gonna go to the pisser. Like head to the doors it indicated.
As you all leave, they've got sound dampening or something like that. So as soon as you open the door from the kitchen, kind of the behind the bar area, it's just this music. It's thumping. You can feel it almost rattling your teeth. Every color lights going, different kind of stages and tables set up all over the place. All sorts of variety of people are dancing. And I mean that as in like there's paid performers dancing there, as well as people just dancing, enjoying themselves. Think like those old go-go dancers that you would see where they just had like weird spots where people would just,
Not in cages, but elevated. and-
yeah, like elevated platforms and stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah. You can see there's a couple of, once again, synth bartenders behind there, just slinging drinks as fast as can be, taking payments. And as you kind of move out from behind the bar area, it's packed, it's busy. People are drinking, enjoying themselves. Most of them, you're seeing people, mid to late 20s. They're all kind of even cleaned up. You can see that they've got the dirt under their fingernails. These are definitely working class people blowing off steam. And yeah, you see some booths tucked away kind of in hidden corners here and there. What are y'all gonna do?
Was there a specific, because I'm blanking, was there a specific contact we're supposed to look for?
Botto, you just have a name.
Okay. You guys want to go grab a table? I'll hit up the bartender. Or do you want to, when you want to do it?
I'll grab a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, Dean will find a table.
All right.
Okay. Who's going up to the bar? Okay. Yeah. Dean, eventually you find a high top kind of bar up in the back on a little raised area. You can see over the dance floor. Nothing's really standing out too much at the moment. But you're kind of keeping an eye on Bill and Connor as they head up to the bar.
I'm also looking for anyone that looks like they're doing business, like they're dealing.
Give me an observation test. Yeah, you spot once again, there's some little booths kind of tucked into little back corners here and there. And you see two of them. Two different booths. Very clearly, these are people here doing something. One is this, it's got to be some kind of like gang or something like that. Bright colors, big hair, and they're all kind of matching in their bright colors, kind of got matching tattoos. And occasionally you see some party goer kind of come up nonchalantly. There's a quick kind of, trying to be slick about it, little exchange. And then the person goes back and blends back into the party. And the other one, you can see it's kind of catches you off a little bit. There's they look older, 30s, 40s maybe, sitting in this booth. There's 4 of them. They're not dressed up for the party whatsoever. They are in work clothes. They're, looks like they just got off their shift. 2 of them are kind of making small talk between each other, but you see the other 2 in the booth kind of sitting in the back. They're just surveying, just looking over everything. And for a moment or two, one of them kind of stops and lingers, just looking at you. Gives a little nod.
Catch his eye. Just give it just a slow nod.
Yeah, he returns it. But definitely it's something's, they're not party goers. They definitely don't fit in. Yeah. So Phil and Connor, the 2 of you, head up to the bar. One of the 10 bartenders comes right up to you. Greetings, sirs. What will you have today?
Anything on special?
Yes. Today's special is half price tequila sunrise.
Sounds good.
Very well. Kind sir, kind of leans towards you, Connor. I will need to check your ID before I can serve you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, he pulls out his ID.
Oh, how old is Connor?
Connor is like 22.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Ah, my apologies, sir. And he hands it back to you.
It's all right.
But yeah, if you're half price, they'll get you fixed up with some drinks. You know, standard kind of party bar, whatever you would want, they'll have.
Beer for me and one for Dean.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm supposed to meet somebody here, Botto or something. Don't know if you happen to know of anybody by that name that's come in.
Does the word banana phone mean anything to you?
It might.
Very well. If it does, please take yourselves to that booth over there. And points at a booth in the corner. You can see Dean kind of looking at it from across the room. And yeah, you see some kind of grisly looking dude sitting there, not really partying. Yeah, exactly like I described it.
Okay. Like to collect the beverages and go meet up with Dean. And
Sure.
I think those are people right over there.
Let's go meet him.
Mute it, Bert.
I agree, and I point at the other table that's doing business. Watch out for that gang over there.
Hey,
Our contacts stick out like a sore thumb. Might be an issue.
yeah.
Yeah. You all walk on up.
Spread out some. Let's just have like two of you approach, and I'll hang out. Just go on the dance floor and just keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Phil and Connor, if the two of you approach the table, one of the guys that was making small talk, he kind of leans forward and kind of yells over the music. What do you want?
This kind of place. This is a question for you, Chuck. Is this kind of place with glow sticks in it?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna have to reach into my bag and pull out a package of glow sticks and pass them out. You guys stick out too much.
One of the guys that was just kind of sitting there, not taking in the small talk, he kind of leans back, and you can see he's got like, this, jumpsuit, whatever, working man suit. Kind of leans back, and it's unzipped, and he leans back. You can see like the handle of this like large fuck you revolver kind of poking out. And he's like, I'm not too worried about sticking out like a sore thumb.
Wow. You might not
Fair.
be, but we are.
Banana phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Connor. This here's Phil. Over
Hey.
there's Dean.
Botto. And it's this dude. Give me a second. It's kind of like long, kind of dirty, grungy red hair. Yeah, there we go. So, if we're going to talk business, let's why don't we step out back for a smoke?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
And he gets up. One of the other guys, the guy with the big gun, like tucked into his jacket there, he gets up as well. He's like, come on. And they start heading. Yeah.
Dean's going to hold back for just a few beats to see if anyone else follows out.
Observation test.
Oh, push.
Push. Go for it.
It ruined my cabbage patch.
Oh, yeah. So, so you actually see that as you're watching, one guy get up and another guy get up, and they're leading Connor and Phil back towards the bar area. And you can see that other table, like a couple of them like kind of like elbow each other and kind of nod, and they're all kind of watching. And this real kind of like scrawny dude who was, at first you didn't see him until you realized like he was kind of like squatting on the floor next to the booth. Like they didn't have a seat for him in it. They give him a little kick and like chin him that direction, and he kind of like slinks off, slipping through the crowd, following all of them.
Do we have comms?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give you the heads up. You've got a tail.
All right.
Should I stay and see if he calls for backup?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him. Keep an eye on his buddies.
Dean continues to dance.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to the club party scene and head on out to the car. So this is kind of an enclosed little parking lot. Not a whole lot back here.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see eventually very clearly, some guy looks like he's seen a lot better days. Kind of like makes his way back there. Looks like he's drunk or on something, kind of stumbling around. Looks in rough shape. Kind of like goes up to the dumpster back behind the building. It's kind of like poking around through it, fishing for things. Every now and then it looks like he finds something a little interesting. Stuffs it in a pocket. And one of those times is he kind of like stuffs it in his pocket. He looks over, and Roy, he kind of like does that eye lock for a second, like, and there's like that not it's very forced look of recognition. And he kind of like comes half jogging over, like right up to your window. Knocks on like, hey, oh, I'm so glad to find you.
Well, I reckon I hope I can share that same feeling. Might I ask your name, friend?
Oh, yeah. My name is Ty. I'm surprised you don't remember it. You know, you helped me out a couple weeks ago.
I wasn't here anytime recently, Ty.
Nah, don't play coy. Come on. You gave me a couple bucks. Come on. Give me a couple bucks. I know you're good for it, man. Come on, help me out.
Ty, I'm
interject
going to
here.
help you out. Oh, yeah.
So Liv is going to lean out the back window.
Yeah.
And she's going to turn her cutting torch on. And she's going to say, go away. Go away.
I really like this, and I would like a roll for this. How do you think Liv would play this up? I'm thinking like manipulate, but if you actually want to give him a little dab with the cutting torch, I'd take close combat as well.
Yeah, I'll do close combat if you give me those options.
Come on,
Sure.
now. Don't hurt him. Come on, Liv.
Let's see. I mean, it's a difference of a lot of dice.
And now, like, you're good enough with this thing. I'm not saying like you're gonna like burn a hole in him, but you know where that cutting edge is. You're gonna swing it close enough that heat's gonna catch him off guard. Oh, but you
I'll roll
rolled
manipulation.
manipulate.
I'm gonna push. Okay, yeah, doesn't work.
Oh, I didn't realize that your kid was with you. Oh, that's. Hey there, kiddo. Oh, those are some nice headphones there. What are you doing with that torch? Hey. You got a few bucks on you. Come on. Help your old Uncle Ty out.
Roy, can I hurt him?
No, here's the thing. She ain't got no cash on her. And I don't either. Her kin's in there. But what I can tell you is what you need to do is be looking out for whenever they rotate their main shifts when they do meal times. That's when you come back and hit that there dumpster.
Yeah, I ain't
can offer
looking
you
for
some-
food in that thing.
Yeah.
You know all the stuff people forget in there and they just throw it out?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't ever seen no headphones as nice as that, though. Kind of nudging towards you, Liv.
You know what, Ty?
Edge
You look like
closer,
you've
I'm
had
gonna
some
hurt
rough
him,
time.
Roy.
Ty, I want you to know I feel for you. You look like somebody who's had some hard times, and I want you to hear me and know that if I had something to toss your way, I would. In fact, I'd work real hard for that. But main thing you got to do is look inside yourself, work a little bit harder on what you can be doing to build yourself up instead of trying to pull away from others. And I'm going to try and use my counselor trick because
Sure.
I assume this guy's undergoing some stress to try
Yeah.
and dig for food. I just want to try and help him feel a little bit
Sure.
calmer and better,
Sure.
which is basically a command test.
Okay. Yeah, go and put it out there. You pull a success?
Look,
Hey.
I know you're going through hard times, and I get it. And I know you don't really want to take nothing away from this little girl. You've had enough taken away from you, right? I can see in your eyes you ain't a bad man. You ain't the sort to take away
Listen,
from
man.
others.
Listen, if I wanted this kind of talk, I'd call my mother. Like, forget you. And he just kind of storms off.
I know. I hope you do. I hope you do, Ty.
Little girl.
I know. He ain't got no idea. If anything, I wasn't doing that. I know what you would have done there, Liv. I know you can handle yourself just fine, but
She puts the headphones back on.
Yeah. And it's
you want me to
bounce.
show you how to strip a rifle down?
No, later maybe.
Okay.
It's at about this time that you see the back door swing open. Two kind of, rough looking dudes. And followed by Connor and Phil. Now, Dean, you're hanging out on the dance floor, kind of watching. You got your eyes on this dude. Oh, you're muted again.
Giving it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watching to see what might happen here.
And you don't see any additional people, but eventually you see that kind of, that kind of scrawny dude who was just kind of squatting there. Kind of slip back behind the bar, heading towards the kitchen door. Like he looks suspicious as all get out. Like he's got some skill, like he's moving around people, but he looks very worried and yeah. But he slips in through the kitchen.
He goes to the kitchen.
Yeah, where
Okay.
your friends just left as well.
So is the table that he come from, are they watching him?
Yes, they are.
They are watching him.
They're keeping an eye on that direction, yeah. They don't seem to be any wiser of you. You don't see any glances your direction.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep watch then. Something's about to go down.
Sure. So yeah. Phil and Connor, he takes you out back. Kind of nods his head over towards the dumpster. He's like, "Let's chat over here."
For sure.
So, you're the two that Cole sent our way.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll get the handout set or the handoff set up. Probably won't be able to happen until tomorrow night. You're gonna be on planet for a bit. You got someplace to stay?
No.
At the moment.
That's fine. I got a safe house I can put you up. It's out on the edge of town. It's safe. Where's the package you're supposed to deliver?
Safe.
That's
We got some folks watching it.
good. Listen. You keep that safe and you keep it secret, because I'll tell you right now, you have a shitload of money and drugs in that case. And you get caught by the law, you're going away for a long time. Worse, you get caught by some of these, wannabe little mobsters running around the city.
The one that's following us on the way out here.
Oh. Okay, so that third guy with the shades, he was with you too?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of leans to the other guy. Like, we got company coming. Go wait by the door. And so Roy and Liv, you can see them having this conversation. You can't make out what they're saying. Of course, if you two have your comms open, you could probably hear it. But you see the one dude kind of go and kind of like hide back behind, or, beside the door. And the door slowly creaks open. All of a sudden, soon as like a head and a hand pop out, dude just kicks the shit out of the door. And this guy goes just sprawling onto the ground. Like he's got this gash on his head. He's bleeding out. And this big dude just starts beating the shit out of him right there in the parking lot. And
Dean
Botto,
didn't follow us.
yeah, Botto, he's like, all right, good call out. Anyway, yeah, here's the address. Here's the code to get in. It's got provisions, nothing fancy, but it'll keep you fed and keep you safe overnight. I'll swing by in the, tomorrow night, and we'll all go over there and make the handoff.
Sounds good.
All right. Well,
We need to have like a code word or something.
what do you mean? Like,
Like when you come pick up the thing and like we want to know it's not, someone else.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll knock on the door and I'll yell out, "Hey, it's me. Don't shoot me."
All right, I like that one.
All right, nice and easy.
Sounds all right.
Y'all got some. Y'all are armed, right? You didn't come here.
Pull out a pen.
You're in trouble, man. All right.
Yeah, I got something.
Nah.
I like
Shit
that.
here's sketchy anyway. But I gotta tell you, so your contact that we're doing the handoff with, former military, booted out, got taste for recreational goods. But on his way out, he managed to steal a good chunk of data, and that's what we're going in for. But I mean, I'm not, don't have to go out on a limb here to say that making business deals with an addict is always sketchy ground. So
Mm-hmm.
when we do this handoff, be prepared for anything and everything.
Got it.
All right. And finally, the dude stops kind of like punching on this guy on the ground and just kind of picks him up and tosses him into the dumpster.
Well, maybe we should check him in case he's got a better weapon on him than this pen.
If you check him, he's got like a knife on him. But that's it. He's got a knife, and while searching him, go ahead and roll me a d6. He's got a knife, and he's got 3 little units of X drugs. The hard shit.
All right. Saving these.
Yeah. But yeah, the two of them, all right, well, I'll pick you up. I'll swing by tomorrow night. Keep that case safe. Keep it quiet.
Yep.
And the two of them head back inside.
Okay. We'll I'll ping Dean and be like, hey, all right, we got the info we needed. Whenever you want to pop on out.
I want
Be
to
in
come
the
out
car.
the front, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you all reconnect at Dean's car. You all have got this shared information. Now, it's early today. Maybe you're coming up on, 3, 4 o'clock, early afternoon. And his meetup he told you about wouldn't be till tomorrow night. You've got address, keypad to get into a safe house. You've also got this big city, this colony that you're in that's got, it's not a lot, but it's got plenty different things to do. What do y'all got? What do you want to do?
I know this here is a city full of things to do, but the more you get out and do, more opportunities you have for things to kind of go astray. That being said, wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of walk the perimeter where we're going to be seen, so to speak, because anybody that has such an important meetup and then makes you wait a whole day before you do the meetup, that just makes me want to stay aware of my surroundings.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
2 cents.
Not a bad idea.
Scope it out.
Liv, you got anything you want to do?
No, not really.
Okay.
What's in the case again?
Drugs and money, apparently.
How much money?
Some,
We can't take any of it?
probably not.
What would you buy with
Okay.
it anyway?
I don't know.
I already have some drugs. You want some drugs?
No
Wait,
drugs for my
Phil,
sister.
don't give that child drugs. Liv, you're too tough for that. You don't need no drugs. You're already just the peak of humanity.
Uh-huh.
You talk to me later.
Yeah, Liv does sort of give Phil a little sidelong glance, actually.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah. So the...
You have to be a good medic.
Yeah, that's true.
God damn it. Okay, I knew who my rival is now.
So the this safe house, it's way out in the northeast. And, you know, as you all kind of take the main highway that direction, eventually you get off. And it's definitely, it looks like at one point it was a very, this is where, the upper tiered kind of people, the officers and the, people up the corporate ladder a little bit. This was their housing. These are actual, look like individual houses. Looks like there hasn't been any kind of landscaping in ages. So it's just dirt and rock. But eventually, yeah, you find this kind of hiding in the middle of this neighborhood, this big kind of like 2-story house. Once again, it's all just this like concrete walls. But the thing is, windows are barred over. Front door looks pretty well reinforced, and you can see that it's actually got a keypad on it. And it's got a garage, like an attached garage on it too, with a garage door that is got some graffiti on it, but other than that, it's in good shape. But as you're going through, I mean, most of these houses look completely abandoned. Maybe every now and then you can see like, squatters have expanded out here or there. It's rough. What do you do?
So this house, this is just Jeff, make sure I'm understanding. This house is like the location of where we're going to do this drop, this meet?
No, this is your safe house.
Oh, this is our safe house. Okay.
He did not give you the location of the drop.
Okay.
Of course, if that fellow was making claims that he's already aware of tons of cash and drugs in there, and that's, he may or may not actually know that, but if he assumes that,
So
kind of man who sets up these deals may just try and come get that for himself. I think we find ourselves a good way to block up this house, look for any lines of sight that we can get on people approaching, ways to block access.
Thing is he's our contact to. We're trading for information from some ex-military type with intel that would be helpful to the resistance. So we kind of need to meet this contact.
No, I agree with that, but also he's going to be giving that contact some information about us at some point, and whether we don't trust him or we don't trust the contact,
Yeah, just a second here. Liv, what did you have?
Well, are they meeting us here, or are we going to them at some point?
They're supposed to come here.
He is going to meet you here.
Okay,
and then
so
he is going to escort you there.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems real fishy.
It really does. Like, it seems like a sort of thing where if I were a less respectable man, I might try and cut out the middleman, as it were.
Why isn't he the middleman?
How sure are we that he is who he say he was? He knows a word. How do we know he didn't just beat it out of the contact?
I mean, I don't.
You don't.
I've stayed alive a long time by not trusting anybody.
Looking around, Chuck, is there another house that we could stay in instead?
Oh, yeah, there's
close?
plenty of houses.
And we'd still have a sight line on this one.
Yeah, that's not a problem. The other houses are not like this one. There's still, it looks like they're trying to make it look ran down, but you can very clearly see that this house has been fortified.
Yeah. He did only see 3 of us, so
Yep.
We got a little bit of an edge. Maybe we surprise him.
Why don't we park the car and Roy and Liv stake out from another building? All the 3 of us, we'll take shifts, keeping an eye on things. That way we can make it look like we're legit, but you keep the car with the case at the place where Roy and Liv are, and then we can kind of figure it out from there.
I'll even hang out in the safe house if we want it to be occupied. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Three of us could be at the safe house.
I'll
and the other two
I'll
could
feel
keep an eye on it.
sort of safe in the safe house. Word tells me so.
And we might even get that chance for me to show you how to strip down the rifle there, Liv.
You have a rifle with you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep the
many
I keep the
guns do you
pistol on
have?
my hip. What's
So you
that?
have a pistol and a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so once you teach me, I can keep one, right? Right?
I'm gonna have a long talk with your brother, but at a certain point, young woman as brave and competent as yourself probably should carry a firearm. But it's important you learn how to take care of your equipment and keep the people around you safe first.
I mean,
being
you're
said-
bringing me to like a stakeout in a place where we're giving drugs to some person for some sort of information. So I feel like maybe I should have had this lesson already, and maybe you just give me the gun, old man.
In due time. Liv, I
So
like
like
you.
after they jump on Phil and my brother and Dean when they're after that. Okay.
I'm going to show
Understood.
you before that happens. And if the heat of the moment comes up, I'll put a gun in your hand if it's necessary, because I trust you. I see the determination in your eyes, see the love you got for your kin. I would not deprive you the chance of defending the folks you love. That being said, I would like
when
for
people
you...
say that being said, basically that means everything that came before basically doesn't count anymore. So
I
everything you
understand.
just
I'm an
said,
obnoxious old piece of shit. I hear you.
that's redundant.
I'm a chewed up piece of leather. I understand, but I'm saying this because I care about you, care about your brother, and I want you to know how to carry yourself in a good way.
Okay, whatever, fine.
He may not trust you until later, but I'll trust you right now. It's all I'm
You shut the fuck up, Phil.
My God, I don't want your drugs, Phil.
Of course not.
Well,
So-
I like you, Liv. You're
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, you can easily see there's I mean, this is like, think like a residential neighborhood of a once wealthy, area where it's got big houses. They're relatively spaced apart, but you still got 3, maybe 4 houses across the street that would have direct line of sight. On the same side of the street, there's a house on either side. And you can even go back a block. Yeah, I heard you cackling in there, Ashley. You can even go back a block and you would be able to get into a house that would have sight at least the back of the safe house. The street would be partially obscured.
Hey, Roy, you any good at tailing someone? In, like, say, a car?
In a car. I haven't updated my license in a spell.
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
think
I
it's
could
gonna
probably get by.
Yeah.
I'm still light on my feet,
I'm just thinking maybe, if this, play it out, see how legit it goes, because they're going to be expecting us with a case, and I'm thinking we're going to be riding along with Bato if he does show up.
I hear you.
So maybe you and Liv follow us in Dean's car. That way,
We may just have to send
at
Dean
a
to the
safe
car.
and plausibly deniable distance kind of thing.
Say no more. If that comes to it, Liv there, man, she's got the eyes of an eagle. We'll have her ride shotgun. I'll drive.
Did you eat the eagle again, Liv?
No. He didn't let me do anything. He gave me like peanuts or something.
It's
Okay.
Man, it's all I had.
I bet there's food in the safe house.
And then he let some creepy guy talk to me for like 10 minutes and he wouldn't let me shoo him away.
Dean is just exasperated, gets out of the car, goes to the trunk, comes back with the drug starter kit, chocolate and coffee. Hands him to Liv.
Protein.
Oh, man.
You got to get some protein in there.
She got some peanuts, but coffee.
I'm sorry.
I'll,
What? What did you just say?
I heard.
Right? You heard it too. Okay.
I
I just want
heard
to
it
make sure
too.
my ears were working. Okay.
I know what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
said, but it
Whew, okay.
came out with the
Peanuts.
accent just a little bit
Yes,
instead
I
of
know.
peanuts.
Oh my god.
wait, what? God damn it. Everybody's always laughing around me and shit, and I don't understand why. I'm not a funny man. What the fuck are you laughing about?
That was
I didn't
just,
want you to hurt the man because you're a good kid and he's just down on his luck. That's why we're doing what we're doing, because there's a whole lot of people down on their luck.
That's
Doesn't
fair.
mean you gotta burn them.
Liv,
Just tried to scare him. I just tried to scare him. I was making a decal in Dean's car.
I realize that, but that's why, I gave you the no means no.
I know, but I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted to scare him.
It should be scary.
In fairness, you did look really scary.
Oh, I
I mean,
bet.
I wouldn't get close to you if you had that in your hands. I'd say, holy shit, that's a scary little girl. Don't mess with her.
You call me a little girl again.
Oh. Hey, look at me. I'm keeping my 10-foot distance. I'm playing this wrong, aren't I?
You're fine.
Yeah. She puts the headphones back on.
I'm trying, Connor.
It's all right. I get it, man.
so
Live. We're something else, man. But I appreciate you caring.
all right,
Good kids.
where's the car going?
I think car is going over to the place that ain't the real safe house,
Sure.
so that it ain't at the place that people would expect it to be.
So looking probably a couple houses.
Peanuts. Now I get it. Okay. Shit. Oh shit. I think that's actually probably what Roy does as well. Like 10 minutes later.
10 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hilarious.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, a couple houses down. You you find a house that's in pretty good shape. It's got most of a front door still. It's got a garage. The door on the garage is mostly ripped off, but you can see there's some junk and clutter in the garage. So if you were to park the car in there, you could probably find a tarp to throw it. That way it wouldn't stand out so much. Yeah. I looked at Jeremy and then I looked at Jeff and then Jeff looked at me and Jeff started laughing. I'm like, anyway. So those of you staying in the not a safe house, you find a mostly rotted out building. It has been trashed. It has been stripped of any wires that were in here. It has been graffitied. But it does look like it has not been occupied in quite a long while. Those of you heading to the safe house itself, yeah, you've got the code. You punch it in. Why did that get blocked?
Oh no!
People are really sensitive to that.
He said it flagged he's definitely a baby, talking about Bert's dog. And Twitch was like, you cannot say he's definitely a baby.
Because it came hard after the peanut comment. That's why. That's why.
Hey,
Yeah, he's
careful!
just got
Don't mention any
the
Nintendo
baby
product.
peanut.
Nintendo will shut us down. Well, now
Okay, look, I would never give peanuts to a baby. Okay? I wouldn't do that.
don't give peanuts. To
It's a choking hazard.
Maybe peanut butter, as long as they're not allergic.
I've
Yeah.
been thinking maybe
It's
that should be our call sign
difficult.
because banana phone's already the way we communicate. maybe our danger signal should be peanut butter jelly time. Or just PBJ.
I'm
like
good
it.
with that.
I like it.
Man, you hear PBJ, you know business is about to happen.
Yeah.
You hear PBJ, that means TCB. Take care of business.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you said
Mandy.
PCB.
Is it nap time for you yet? You're rambling on again.
I was so tired.
Suddenly I'm hungry.
Could you just make sure the rats don't nibble on me too much while I'm sleeping?
I think you're well past the sell by date, so they probably don't want any.
Yeah, that's what my ex-wife said too.
Why don't you go ahead and take a nap and I'll keep watch.
Okay. So those of you going to the safe house, punch the code in. I was thinking the same thing, Melissa. You punch the code in. You can hear heavy mechanical locks. Probably a couple of them undo. And the door swings open. The lights kick on. And oh God.
Dean throws his hydraulic jack into the room, something nice and heavy to see if anything happens.
Nothing happens. Yeah, there's no reaction. As you kind of move in, very sparse. It's, cleaned out. There's a handful of cots. You can see there's some canned food in the cupboards, maybe some,
Dean heads right for the kitchen.
yeah. Canned food in the cupboards. Fridge has no power. There's nothing in it. There is, assortment of snacks. There's, bottled water. Just very basic stuff to keep you not hungry for a day or two.
Can I make hot water? Can we have coffee?
Yeah, there's a little burner, and there's also a kettle. Yeah. It can be done. But yeah, as you kind of move in, lights kick on in the main room. Kind of looking out, you can see that not only do these windows have bars on them, but they're also pretty heavily tinted. So you can see out of them, sure, but it's kind of hard to get a good read. And come night, it's going to be almost impossible to see anything outside. But good news is anyone outside hopefully shouldn't see any lights on inside.
Chuck, I just want to point out that Connor grabbed his electronics toolkit bag,
Sure.
which I'm gonna say is like a large canvas duffel,
Sure.
and that's what he's gonna intend to use as decoy, for what we're supposed to be bringing.
Other than boiling water, I want to take a look around and see if there are any cameras or listening devices around.
Give me. Start off with an observation test.
Too busy making coffee. I'm going to push it.
Sure.
A6.
So, looking around, you actually do find a kind of on the second floor. Looks like maybe at one point it was a large closet or something like that. And it has been set up with like a little command station almost. You kind of go in, you flip a few switches, and it's got like this panel, this, small bay of monitors there. And you can see there's actually cameras fixed on the exterior, and you're able to see around the house pretty good. Looking around, though, you don't find any sign of cameras or listening devices on the inside. But, in your line of business, they could just be pros at hiding them. But right where you're at, no sign of it. And you do find the security system. So you're able to keep an eye on what's going on outside the house.
Useful. I will bring this to Connor's attention.
Oh, all right. Well, that's I guess a check mark in the favor of Botto possibly being on the up and up.
Possibly, yeah. Do we have like a camera that we can see? We can like make sure it's like showing us live footage.
I mean, if you want to go outside.
Maybe,
Outside.
yeah.
Go outside and wave at the camera, Phil.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, you do so, and it is a live feed. Phil, give me an observation test.
That was great with these.
As you're out there kind of waving at the camera, getting the word back, you look down the street a ways and you can see that there's someone pushing like a cart, kind of walking down the middle of the road. You feel confident that they didn't see you, but you probably hustle in, close the door real quick.
Well, someone might know we're here. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you share it, Dean, you sure as heck, you can pull up camera feeds and you can get a line of sight on them.
Sure. Yeah.
Like old man or woman's kind of hard to tell from this distance. Just kind of pushing their cart.
There's not directional microphones on this thing. Can I hear them?
There are not directional microphones on these. This is a video only system.
All right. Can I zoom in? I want to see what he's pushing in the cart.
Yeah, you zoom in. It's just junk. Bits of metal. Just inconspicuous
Wait, that's
junk.
a 58 Highliner carburetor in that cart. Wait, hold on.
No, Dean. Stay in the building.
Saying we gotta go get him.
No,
we, I mean,
we'll keep
But you,
look on him.
I don't get nobody.
Watch him for a bit. See if he's making any motions like he's like got an earpiece or he's talking to anyone. If I don't notice that, I'll just keep track.
Yeah.
Board.
I'll tell you, with that, you don't. Or,
Okay.
you're just watching him. Just seems to kind of be meandering every now and then, like picks up something on the side of the road, gives it a look. If it seems interesting, maybe they toss it in the cart. If not, they just toss it back on the ground. Takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes for them to eventually clear, and they just walk right down the road, right in front of the house. You watch them disappear in the distance. So,
Well,
yeah, let's hop
maybe,
over.
maybe not.
Yeah, over to the other house. Yeah, as you make it inside,
Beavers and ducks. What?
you got the
And
car
when you
parked.
wake up,
Yeah,
you see her just sort of like flipping like on your gun, just sort of messing around with it. Like, should be careful where you put this when you go to sleep. You might shoot your foot off.
Well, it was fine where I put it.
I don't know.
That's because I trusted you.
That's
still
fine. I didn't
trust you.
shoot it or anything. You can have it back.
I know you didn't. The thing is, that whole spinning thing, it looks fun. It does. You know, what's funny is a long time ago, the real cowboys used to only load it with 5 shots. They leave one empty, make sure that the hammer was set on that empty one so they didn't shoot their foot off while they were riding on a horse.
That's smart. Do you do that?
I don't ride on a fucking horse, Liv.
That's true. But Dean's car isn't as good as he thinks it is, and it kind of shakes a lot. Something's wrong with the shocks. So
Probably. You're pretty smart. I bet you're right on that. But I wouldn't say that to him because he's real sensitive about it.
Oh, I know. I left him a present in the back seat. I don't think he's seen it yet.
All right, now here's the thing. Now that's where they're staying. And we're going to work on learning our sight lines. Whenever you're defending a terrain, it's important to know your sight lines and where to. You understand the term kill zone, right?
It is a zone in which you kill people.
That's right. Now here's where their alignment. Looking at where they're staying at, these are the places most likely for them to be infiltrated from. Now, if you was using a rifle, this here's got a scope on it. You ever used a scope rifle before?
No, I have never used a scope rifle before.
Well, come on up here and take a look.
so
Seriously?
Hell yeah.
looking at
And
lines
then, like,
of
I'm gonna
sight.
put
you will
the
get,
safety
you get a
on.
smile, by the way. There will be a smile on Liv's as she actually does take the gun.
Yeah, just a quick talking about line of sight. If you all have probably taken in a handful of minutes, kind of exploring the house, figuring things set up. There's actually a third floor that just goes up to a sunroom. So you've got windows, 3 walls, and yeah, most of them are broken out, but this room would give you really good sight on the house, a good portion of the street going one direction and then all of the street going the other direction. So I would imagine the two of you are
Yeah.
probably up in that room having your conversation about sight lines.
Now, look, the windows are broken and all, but I don't mind sleeping under the stars if that helps keep things. Your brother, Connor, he's a good egg. I like him. I like you too. Now,
Liv, give me an
if things
observation
come
test.
to it,
Okay.
I'm probably going to work the rifle if it comes to it and put the pistol in your hand because you're a lot faster than I am. You can get in close.
Okay.
So, Liv, you've got this rifle. You're looking kind of up and down the street, just enjoying yourself.
Uh-huh.
And
Whatever
you
say,
see,
Roy.
you watch, and you see across the street, and you got Phil in your scope as he comes out, and he's standing in the yard, and he's just like waving, just jumping. And then all of a sudden, it's like a rabbit that's been scared. He kind of stops and then looks down the street, deer in headlights, and then real quick just darts back into the house.
Phil is, well, he's weird, but he just ran in. I think there's something down the street. Can you see the other side? Can you see down the street the other way?
Let me take out my heater
God.
specs here.
It's the same thing. You see this person pushing this cart down the road.
Is it Ty?
It's not Ty, no. Someone else entirely. It looks like an old lady, old man. Not sure. Walking
You want
kind
me
of
to
a
go
bit
see?
back, shuffling steps.
No, I think part of what we want to do here is it not be known that we're here.
They're not going to see me.
They may not.
It'll be fine. It's fine. Plus,
Okay.
you have the gun. If something goes wrong, you can just shoot.
All right.
You can cover me, right? That's a thing.
Do you have manipulation at all?
I don't.
Okay.
I have 2 empathy. She's
Me
a
too.
15-year-old girl. She has 2 empathy.
Now we got 4 empathy.
I think that's 1 empathy too much.
All right. Now let's keep it locked down here. I know how good you are, but the fact that I know how good you are is why we need to keep you close.
Okay. You sound like you're clipping my wings, Roy.
I know I'm just an old piece of shit, and I'm sorry.
All right. You look out that way, and I'll look out this way. Okay.
I appreciate it, Liv. You are amazing. Connor's lucky to have you.
And then the minute he turns around, I'm going to sneak away.
Absolutely. I knew it was coming.
God
Go
damn
ahead.
it.
God damn it.
All right.
Go ahead. What is that? Just a mobility test? Yeah.
Yeah, it's my ability. I have my stealthy talent.
Sure.
So go ahead and add that. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, there was I have to, I'm going to go ahead and push. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I've cursed by Jeremy.
Yeah.
I've taken the Jeremy. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Roy, you start to sneak away. Hey,
You want to
Roy's
use one of
like,
those rerolls?
No, it's fine. This is funny.
really that important to you, Liv?
I mean, I've sat around all day doing nothing. I sat in the back of a car, blowtorching my initials into the floor bed. I spent all afternoon driving around in the car with you guys.
Okay.
And now I've been spending the last hour up here, no offense, Grandpa, in an attic with a man who's like 70 years older than me.
I get you. Now, could you just do me a small favor? You saw the line of sight I got in this here rifle, right? Can you stay within that general range? So if something goes
Yes.
bad, I can shoot any fucker that messes with you.
Yes, I can. I absolutely can do that.
All right. Thank you, Liv.
Liv, you're sneaky as shit. I'm not gonna make you roll
Apparently
again.
not.
Apparently not with your rolls, but here in story, you dart out the house, and there's plenty of stuff to hide behind. You're darting between here and there. That person has no idea that you're moving up. You're kind of maybe paying attention to those sight lines Roy was telling you about. And as you kind of get closer, you can hear the rattle of this old metal cart, junk inside of it. It sounds like an old woman just kind of muttering to herself, almost singing. And yeah, you watch every now and then she stops, picks something up, looks it over, tosses it back on the ground, or picks something up, looks it over, tosses it into the cart. Seems completely benign. But as you're kind of following, you hear it because you're outside. Roy, I want you to give me an observation test.
Roy?
Roy,
Okay.
because you're
Got
the only
really
other
lucky on
one.
that last roll. I got this.
So, Liv, you hear somewhere in the distance, and now, Dean, this would be kind of after this woman has kind of moved out of line of sight of the camera, but it's still in line of sight for the house across the street. Somewhere in the distance, there's the sound of a gunshot. It's not close by any means. But this old lady locks up. She freezes. She looks around for a little bit. And she just shoves her cart up off the road into a nearby yard and just flips it on its side. And then goes and like ducks and hides behind something. It's just lying on the ground, face down in the dirt, trying to look small.
Hey, y'all, this ain't no full-on PBJ, but there was a gunshot nearby, and that cart lady, she seems to have turned and taken cover.
Want me to talk to her? Want me to ask her what's going on? She's just an old lady. You might like her.
What
But you
the
might
fuck are
hit
you
it
doing
off.
out there?
She's reconnoitering. She's got this.
I'm just following
I swear
orders.
to
Roy
God.
gave me an order to come out here and look for stuff.
I told her to look around. Fuck.
We're gonna have some discussion about this later, Roy. Liv, keep your eyes out.
I'm fucking sorry, Connor. Oh shit,
can
that's
go
not
talk to her.
opposed.
I could go ask her what's going on. Maybe there's like, I don't know, like gangs or something in the area. I don't know.
Yeah, if I can go for it.
Okay. Is she in the kill zone, Roy?
She is, but please don't fucking go there unless you have to.
I'm not gonna kill her. Oh my god.
You tried to burn a bum earlier, in fairness.
I didn't try. If I wanted to burn him, I would have. All I did was try to scare him away because he was getting creepily close through the window of the back seat. But hey, no, that's fine.
Oh, okay, you know what? Point duly noted, Liv. You know your shit.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Please don't kill her.
So Liv is going to try to like carefully
Yes.
sneak over towards where she is.
It's not a problem. You can kind of like flank around, move between things here and there. And you get up. She's like, it's like, you realize at first you thought it was like a big rock. It's like a rusted out like car motor just like sitting there in the dirt. And she's just laying on her stomach, on her face, right behind it, hands over her head. But you're clear open air to her. From where you're at in cover, you could probably say something to her. And she should be able to hear it without you having to get too loud. You could definitely move closer if you wanted to, but you would be exposed to whatever she's hiding from.
I'll stay where I'm at and I'll just
Sure.
say, hello? Hello?
Oh shit, god damn it, I ain't got no money.
Okay. I don't want it, but why are you on the ground with your hands over your head right now?
And she kind of like looks back and sees this older woman. She's like, God damn it, get down, quick.
Why?
You heard that, didn't you? The shot?
It's a gunshot, whatever. I hear that like all the time.
Nah. It's, he does it every time he goes out on one of his patrols.
Wait, who does what every time they go out on one of whose patrols?
Sammy.
Sammy.
What the hell are you doing? Sammy, he's the one who, this is his area.
Okay. He's probably very proud of it, but is it just one guy with a gun?
No, it's his whole gang.
How many like are we talking about?
I don't know, 7.
Oh, and they're gonna shoot you or something?
Oh, they ain't gonna shoot me, but they're gonna shake me down. They're probably gonna kick me a couple of times and laugh at me.
No, come. You should come with me. My grandpa will protect you. It's about your age.
And you hear in the distance another shot and the sounds of a couple engines going.
You should go. We should go quickly. There. Come on, let's go. You can get your things later. Come on.
Reluctantly, she gives in.
And she'll run them back, the two of them back into the. But she'll also talk on the. She'll fill everyone in.
Sure.
On the radio about what's going down.
Good call, Liv.
You shouldn't be in this house.
Well, we're here, so
Sammy finds out.
I should probably not be an orphan, but I am. That's just how life works.
I was an orphan too.
Oh, yeah?
I think I still am. I don't know. Is there an age limit on being an orphan?
Did you ever get parents again?
No.
You're an orphan.
Okay.
Can that be a t-shirt?
Well, come on. Where's this grandpa of yours at?
Oh, he's upstairs with the rifle. Come on.
Oh, shit. Y'all got a gun? You ain't gonna shoot me, are you?
No.
All my organs are done burnt out. They ain't gonna do you any good.
I'm not going to shoot you, and he's not going to shoot you either. It's fine. Just come on up. It'll be fine.
She follows you. And, yeah. This old lady, she's some trouble climbing up the stairs. Eventually, she makes it up. Hey, mister, your granddaughter here. She said I could come in.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all shouldn't be here. If Sammy finds out, it's going to be bad news.
Well, that's true. Of course, who considers that to be bad news may be yet to be seen. Now, you stay here and go make sure you sleep peaceful. If anybody tries to see otherwise to that, well, Liv here, she's just real tough, and I'll give her some encouraging words. But she'll knock the daylights out of anybody that messes with you.
All right. Y'all hungry?
I mean, everybody's always
Okay.
hungry.
She kind of rummages around like inside like this big old shawl she was wearing. And she pulls out what looks like, full on like MRE, like military pack meal, like unopened. Looks in, good shape. I'll share this with y'all since y'all are letting me stay here safe with you for the night.
Nah, I already had some jerky earlier in the evening. This ain't gonna put you out too much. I seen how things are looking around here, and I don't want you to be. We're gonna be here for a day or two tops. And
I mean, I
I
don't
know how
mind
long-
sharing. I can get another one tomorrow.
you know where to find these on the regular. You go picking up near the military site there.
Oh no, there's not too far from here, just on the other side of the old highway. There's a There's a shelter there ran by a church. If you come by every day, they'll give you a hot meal and they'll send you home with one of these. Well, they'll send you away with one of these.
Hmm. All right, then. I like hearing that. That
Yeah.
sounds like a mighty fine place.
It's nice. Good
But,
place to go to. Preacher
you know
man
what
over
I-
there. He's handsome, but his mustache ain't as nice as yours.
Well, I've been grooming it for many a year.
Mm.
But the thing is, I just ate earlier in the day and I'm plumb full. Live there.
Roy, she's offering you food. It would be rude to decline.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind. And she rips the top of the bag open. She's like, I got just kind of laying out the little spread that's in this bag. Like there's a little candy bar, some snack crackers, a little side here, there, instant coffee, everything you'd expect to find in it. There's more than I
you
can
got
eat.
coffee?
Oh, yeah. And she tosses you a little pouch that kind of folds out to a makeshift cup, and just pour some water in there and drop the tablet in, and it heats the coffee up. Heats the water, and you pour that in. You got coffee.
What was your name again, ma'am?
Oh, my name is Margaret.
Margaret, you're my goddamn hero today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't had any coffee yet.
Oh, you better go on. I'm surprised you're still up.
Oh, I would have been, except for little girl here was twirling around my 6-shooter. Can't blame her, She's curious.
Roy? I'm sorry, who? Who was doing what?
Liv. It's hard not to. I mean well. I know you're grown, you're mature, stand up for yourself.
Okay, you're
and I
getting
respect-
you're getting a little creepy now. Okay, just say you're sorry and
I
eat your
just-
MRE.
Listen, she kind of
Liv, I'm
leans.
sorry for making you feel awkward in any way. And I'm grateful that you're here. And
Okay,
Margaret, I'm
that's-
grateful
just
you're here
stop
too.
right there.
Mr. Mustache. You got your point across. I understand. Drink your coffee.
Okay.
It's ready.
Margaret, thank you. I
Okay.
just you know what they're gonna put on my tombstone?
What's that?
Gonna say Roy Fowler. He meant well.
That's the majority of most men I've come across in my life.
But then it'll keep going, and then because he talks too much, it'll be on the backside of the tombstone too.
Just ramble clear around it. I've seen that before.
It's a spider,
Okay.
and it
I
just-
take your point. I'll grab a piece of candy bar along with my coffee. I'll
Cool.
keep watch. You two jaw on. I understand my verbosity is too much.
Liv, she'll pull you down, back in the other corner of the room or something like that. And it's like a little pack of spaghetti she heats up and kind of, opens up the package and takes half of it out and gives you the other half. There's like some apple cobbler or something like that. It self heats and shares it with you. Yeah, if you'll eat it, two of you have a nice little meal there while Roy keeps watch.
This was the best meal I've had in a very long time. The ship I'm on, the food we eat there. I mean, it's called food, and I
Yeah.
suppose there's like the vitamins and nutrients in it, but I've tasted engine grease that's probably got more flavor to it.
That's too bad. That's too bad. Back
Yeah.
before I done, bank took my house and everything, I used to be quite a cook. That's too bad.
Someone say
course.
cook.
Oh,
Don't worry
there's
about it,
room on this
Mr.
ship.
Mustache. It's fine.
I'm sure Roy would love to have someone of his age to talk to. I'm sure you two have, if you're looking for a job.
Mr.
We don't have
Roy,
a cook.
you hiring a cook for your ship?
I mean, I ain't exactly one on the handling of payroll, but I can imagine there's a great many people that appreciate something other than, reprocessed mush.
All right.
I'll put in a good word for you because that's what I do. I talk too much,
That,
apparently.
I believe you. Absolutely there, Mr. Mustache.
There's going to be too many of them, but they will be good ones.
Hey, Mr. Mustache, I think I saw something out the window.
Oh, shit, what?
I could see why you get frustrated with that one.
He means well. He just,
Gonna be on my tombstone.
keep going and going. He uses like 50 words for something that takes like 5.
That's fair. And she kind of stops mid-sentence, and it's this point you hear those engines revving up. And it's loud enough that those of you in the safe house are hearing it now too. As you're all kind of watching the street, and Margaret there, she just got quiet, kind of pushed herself back into a corner. And you watch, there's this scrapped together looking SUV dune buggy thing with a couple like little ATVs moving around it, just come screaming down the street, every now and then firing a shot. Now, Roy, you can see it clearly. You're watching out the window. Those of you inside, hop on those cameras and you can watch them. And it really looks like, street gangs trying their best impression of a Mad Max cosplay.
Mm.
They just come barreling down. Anything's in their way, they kick it, they shoot at it, fire some pop shots at a house here and there, and just move on through. After the engines die down, Margaret kind of relaxes a little bit. They do that 3 or 4 times a day. I do good enough hiding from them, but I can't, going on the other side of the highway. It's not, it's silly to say it's not safe anymore.
There's not like law folk around here that can take care of him or something.
Not out in
Just,
this
like, looks
area.
over to Roy as she says that.
Yeah, she's like, not out in this area. Ain't nothing here they care about anymore. It was just corporate security, and then the military showed up, but they just care about corporate security.
Roy used to be a sheriff or a marshal or something like that. One of
What's
the ones that
that?
has a star.
I could have guessed by the fact that he's got a 6-shooter and a mustache. Roy, you used to be an officer?
Yeah. Spent a long time at it. Lost me a wife over it.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, it was either that or you run on sentences.
And the funny thing was, during my marriage, I could never get an edge in edgewise. Word in edgewise. It just, man. She used to make me feel so small.
That's a tough thing to do. You're a tall man.
I am a tall man. Thank you, Margaret. I had to learn to just be at peace with who I am and what I want to do with my life.
And what you wanted to do with your life was grow that mustache.
Grow that mustache and keep good people I meet safe. I might talk too much, but Liv here, she's going to stay around for a while. And if I can help it, you're going to stay around a while too.
That's fair enough. So, pleasant conversations. Those of you in the safe house, you all doing anything?
Making food.
When we heard the vehicles rolling by, like Connor pulled a knife and was crouched by the door,
Sure, yeah.
in case someone came in. He was getting ready to stab.
We heard the cars and the guns, and I start stress eating.
That's fair.
Mac and cheese. It's only 10 years old. It's fine.
That's fine.
I mean, it's canned mac and cheese, or I'm sorry, it's boxed
Canned
mac and
mac and
cheese.
cheese.
It's boxed mac and cheese or canned ravioli.
It's a candwich.
Ooh.
Open it up and there's a sandwich inside.
Oh, I've seen that
Canned-
before. It looks
Oh.
unpleasant. Have you ever had canned bread before?
Oh.
Also,
I've watched
very
my grandpa
unpleasant-
eat canned
unpleasant.
bacon.
Even the canned whole chickens and stuff.
I saw
Uh-huh.
a YouTube video of a dude eating a canned chicken.
No,
Yeah.
thanks.
It wasn't pleasant.
That's my grandpa. He did that shit. Weird fucker.
Yeah. We're talking about canned foods, Melissa. Canned
Personally attacked. I like my
sandwiches.
canned meats.
Some of that
There's nothing wrong
canned
with canned
ham.
meat. You get your protein where you can get it, and you don't need to feel ashamed that that's how you resourced it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was with Frank's. Just throwing it out there.
Shut the fuck up, Phil.
You know, if Connor hears about this with the little local gang here, he's like dreaming up ideas of like spike strips.
Hey, I just
Teaching
thought
these
of something.
punks a lesson.
Yeah.
Does this video system that's upstairs of this console does it record?
Go ahead and give me a Comtech test. Yeah, it's got two different recording modes on it. The first one is it's got a continuous 24-hour loop, and then after that, it's got essentially one of those ones, those hot spots where if something moves in those hot spots, it starts recording.
So corollary question:
Yeah.
is there already recording on it, so I can go back and see how often that guy comes through here?
So yeah. So like I said, there's 24-hour continuous, and then after that, it's hotspot recording, and it looks like it's a monthly thing, or that it records for a month, right? And you actually kind of start hopping back, and you see that he actually came through like maybe 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, you don't see anything like scanning back through the month. You can see regular drive-bys by this gang. You can see that person with a cart a couple times. Every now and then there's, someone else wandering by. One time something catches you. It's a rather, I wouldn't say nice looking, but a military vehicle comes cruising down the street going real slow. And this was maybe like 3.5 weeks ago.
Okay.
But just keeps going.
Okay. Yeah, just share this with Connor.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, this place is in a lot of trouble, seems like.
And we might be doing the neighborhood a favor if we just
Burned it down.
made this bunch of yahoos unalive.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
That's not how I'm feeling, but I mean, you guys can do that if you want to.
Unalive or run them out. Either way.
Look at this military vehicle, though. What would they be doing around this neighborhood? And watch it carefully. Are they looking for someone?
So the windows on this thing are pretty heavily tinted. You're not going to be able to make that out. But you can kind of like going back, watching it. You can see them kind of turn around the corner at the far end of the street. They're moving at a pretty regular pace. But as soon as they kind of get to the straight, coming down this street, they slow way down. We're talking like 10, 15 miles an hour, slow way down. And they just creep the entire street like that. And it's not until they're quite a ways down past the house that they kind of speed back up again.
I think they were looking for somebody.
Yeah, they might have been. Or for all we know, there's booby traps or something. I don't know.
Mm.
How late is it? Is it still daylight?
You're pulling up maybe hitting dusk at this point.
I'm going to go for a stroll. I'm going to go check out that intersection.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you take that stroll next week? Because we're at time. So, I think we got some XP questions we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would get any XP other than
How
I
about some
played.
rivals? Do we want to?
Oh, let's
hash
do
that
that.
out too?
Yeah, let's do that first. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Anyone want to volunteer to go first?
Oh, Liv is definitely on my shit list.
Yeah, I was thinking it too. Dean's my rival as well. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like he thinks he's so smart and great because he has like this awesome car. Whatever.
Phil is my rival because he's offered my sister drugs, and
Yeah.
he's Phil. Like,
Same. He offered little girl drugs. He's on my shit list.
Phil's my buddy because he's got drugs.
I like Connor a lot. Liv, much as I try and ask her not to do what she does, she's a fire plug, and I kind of love it.
Okay.
That's my buddy.
I had Connor by default because we're brother or sister, but I don't know. We had such a lot of time together, me and Roy today. Grandpa Fowler.
Grandpa Fowler. How about that?
Liv is Connor's buddy. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm
doesn't have
gonna
to be
leave it
Phil.
as Connor for
I get
now.
it. I get it.
No,
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
leave it as Connor. We just weren't in any scenes together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Makes sense. You should be.
I think for now, Dean is my buddy because he's not shitting on me all the time. Roy might be my rival because he seems to shit on me the most.
Shut the fuck up, Phil. He's so polite to everybody else, but not you.
did your shut the fuck up Phil freeze Dan? Look at him.
Oh, it
Oh my
did.
god, I can't even
Wow.
handle it.
Oh my
That's that
gosh.
goddamn voice of authority right there.
It
That
broke
is.
him.
I told him to shut the fuck up, and his face just froze.
Just froze. All right. So we got everyone's
BS.
buddy and rivals
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Let's do some questions. Did you participate? If you did, you get an XP. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? This is another one of those chapters where it's not as regimented like some of the others, so make your own personal agendas. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC? No? Okay. Did you challenge or stand up to your rival? I feel like there was some of that going around tonight, maybe. Yeah. I don't think anyone made a panic roll, did they?
Nope.
No? Good.
I think so.
Wouldn't have really fit for tonight. Did you overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means? I could see.
Non-violent. Our tactics were pretty solid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Significant discovery or revelation? I mean, maybe.
I mean, drugs and money are in the case.
That is definitely a thing that you learned.
We
The
learned a little
gang
bit about-
stuff, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we learned
Yeah.
some of the layout of the town.
Sure. Absolutely. Let's see. Anyone think they performed an extraordinary action of some kind? I would put it out there for Liv. Saved Margaret.
Yeah.
I'd like to put it out there that I didn't roll any dice tonight.
Holy shit.
Extraordinary action.
He
by
saved
Dan.
the whole group.
He did.
I feel like that's
Dan
an
gets an
extraordinary
XP.
action.
Not his character, but Dan gets
Dan
an XP.
gets an XP. All right. Finally, no money was really earned tonight.
I
Yeah,
almost got a job.
you did. You did. You just got to turn in your application.
Did get some coffee.
Yeah. All right. There's our XP questions. So for chapter 4 of All Fear the Ishtar, we will be back in a week. But Captain, drugs aren't money. Convert that drug into money, and then you would get that question. But right now, drugs are not money.
Yeah, I did earn drugs and a knife, but that's it. Oh, I guess I did make one roll then, so I lied.
Oh, shit. How? Well, I guess.
I'm fucking shocked, Phil.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back for more of this in a week, continuing chapter 4. It'll probably be a longer one. But yeah, should be good. Let's do our closing plugs and get the hell out of here. Jeff, what do you got happening, man?
Yeah, man. We are off Friday and Saturday this week, so no Blade Runner, no One Ring, but we'll be back on Monday. You'll see Chuck, Jeremy, and myself as we're doing more Horde on the Orient Express for Call of Cthulhu. Tuesday, you can check us out for some Forbidden Lands, where our buddy Steven is running that game. And then obviously just check the YouTube channel, Adventures in Lollygagging, all sorts of stuff, current and older stuff. That's about it.
Absolutely. John, what do you got, man?
Over on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel, every Tuesday and Thursday, we have short little bite-sized episodes of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. We're doing the Age of Ashes Adventure Path. Oops, all goblins, because they are all goblins. This last episode that came out yesterday, it's a banger because it's got a wonderful art contest. It is just the art. It's so good. It's so good. Definitely, if you're familiar with Defenders of Cobalt stuff, definitely go check it out. And if you're not, go check it out anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, do you exist enough to say anything?
Check out our Discord where we got some memes and jokes, frog stuff. Us,
That is true.
probably towards the bottom of the list, us.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Bert, what do you got happening, man?
I'm not exactly sure. Something's going to go on Friday. It might be our BX Dungeons and Dragons game. It might be a playtest. This Saturday is Official Goodman Games.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
Weird
is.
Frontiers. Official Goodman Games channel.
Is it?
Is it?
Hang on.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't
Yeah.
think it is.
Yeah. Wait. No, I think it is.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
Because we did our One Ring thing last week.
oh shit, we did. I think that was what was throwing me off. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Goodman
time for the
Games
big
this Saturday.
showdown.
Yeah,
That's the showdown for
It's
the
the
end
big
of
one.
Malevolent 7. This Sunday, I don't know. We'll see. I'd kind of like, I'd kind of like for one of the players tonight to be there for Bloody Appalachia, and may not be Jeff. So we'll see. Something will go on though. I might do a one shot. Might do something fun. Something fun will happen. So there we go.
good. All right, and then Jeremy.
Yeah. Aaron Reese on Patreon. Comics, maps, tokens, fun stuff. Check it out. Why not? Mustaches.
Mustaches.
A free mustache for everyone who joins. I cannot uphold that promise.
That's fair. That's fair. All
I
right.
needed that though.
What?
I'm sorry, Dan. You're fucked.
Very good. Okay. Defenders.
The only one with that one here.
Yeah, of Cobalt. Yeah, check all these people out. We'll be back for more Ishtar next Wednesday. We're continuing this. This coming Friday, 10 p.m. Central, we are going to be doing... Joe's running another Anvia one-shot, the game he's making. It's part 2. Saturday at 1 p.m. Central over on Grim and Perilous Plays. We're doing a special one-shot. We're just going to call it Into the Odd right now. But a special one-shot. So watch that. Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's time to go. Of course, did not get any of the shit ready. Is that the end video? That is the end video. Okay, that's everything. Goodbye, everyone.